Hello, my name is Abe, welcome back to Enter the Gungeon. Today, let's play as... Dun 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 dun! Let me alt-tab so I can actually look at what it is. Let's play as the Marine! We'll mix it up a bit. And we'll play as random characters a little bit more often, because people want me to do it, and I like playing as the random characters to mix up the paradox runs a little bit. I do know that the... I do love the paradox starts, because you get random equipment, but... We'll start as a Marine this time. We have Big Blue Gun of randomly shooting energy bullets, which makes sense when you think that I'm a, ancient knight wearing my full body armor and everything. Makes a lot of sense. But yeah, last run was pretty decent, paradox. And we're gonna play as the Marine today, and maybe we'll even do the past or something, I don't know. I don't see how that would be feasible unless we just want to skip out on bullet hell, but I really do think that bullet hell is the one true path, at least for me in the game. If you're not fighting the Lich, why are you playing Gungeon? You just want to kill your past over and over again? Well, the definition of insanity? Futility? I guess the definition of insanity would be a similar definition to futility, doing the same thing with no hope for change. You killed your past that much, and you're still stuck here in the Gungeon. What are you doing with your time? I will kill you. I will destroy this table to kill you if I have to. Couldn't even find the buffer. He was hiding in the corner. I thought he was a table. Also, I will say, I feel incredibly slow on this run. Last run, we did have that DD20 shrine that gave us a speed upgrade, and I hated it after saying I would love it. But now I just feel like I am playing on turbo mode disabled. That's how slow it feels for me right now. That's okay. We'll make do. We'll just have to up our dodge chance a little bit. Keep your dodge chance higher. Nope. Kill him. Good. It's a Night Slayer skin for the Marine. I don't know why, but reading that for some reason made me think of Death Stalker. This is the Death Stalker skin. I don't even know if I've seen that movie ever. I watched like the Red Letter Media episode on it, and I think that's my only knowledge of the movie at all. I just know it's a horrible, horrible, bad movie. You know what I should do? I should watch some more MST3K, Mystery Science Theater 3000. Those are always fun movies to make fun of. Dude, I kind of hate this floor. We picked up very little money. There's not really anything good in the shop. 2 things that grant you poison immunity. This would be a really fun BCDD20T run because we would just have an incredible selection of items to take. Unfortunately, we wouldn't have the money to buy any of them. We had 34 credits going into our first floor shop. That's nothing. That's nothing. You need a lot more than that, game. I actually wanted him to do his dash, and I accidentally broke him out of it. Well, I'm gonna have to do some maintenance here. Kill those guys. Stop summoning! You are the absolute worst. Oh my lord, he's doing it again. At least he's dead, finally. It's always gotta be the Trigger Twins, but at least these Trigger Twins... It feels like they have been pretty easy, and I don't know why. Is it just that they didn't combo their attacks in a very annoying way, or am I just on point today? My dodges are wonderful. I can see the bullets coming. I am in the Matrix. I don't know. Well, that's not very good. Joniak, he started playing turbo mode so that you could watch without going crazy. Why would watching turbo mode make you go crazy? Makes me go crazy, you know, it'd make the player go crazy, not the watchee. Dude, I don't even have enough money for Winchester's game. I got no money for anything on this floor. I accidentally opened up the chests. I don't even want this. I hit the wrong button. I meant to dodge in the wrong direction. We're gonna have like nothing out of this floor. I kinda love it. All right, let's get the hell out of here. Bust open all these chests. Maybe we'll get super lucky. And we'll just move on. Do I have any FPS games I like to play? I would like to play some more PUBG, I think. I haven't had the opportunity to play that in a while, and I'm kind of in the mood for a kind of first-person shooter type of a game. I hear that Tarkov is getting a reset at some point, so that might be a fun one to come back to as well. I mean, what can I say? I think we're done. I think we're done with the floor. Play some PUBG with Mud. I'd like to, but he is usually playing at a time when I'm not able to because I'm doing a stream, or he's busy, or he's full, or he's not playing that much PUBG. He's playing Rocket League. He plays a lot of Rocket League because that's his #1 game of choice, I think. Honestly, I'm not going to blame him for that because Rocket League is a very fun game. What I should do, I think, is see if Joe wants to play any Ring of Elysium with me, because I know he gets like frustrated that I'm so bad at the game and I can't kill anybody when we get into a fight, but I still love playing with him. But also, that's one of those games that, you know, it's a battle royale, but it came out in early access, and then nobody plays it anymore because, you know, it's already had its time in the sun. They kind of ruined it by having basically an unreleased game at launch. You know, when PUBG did it, there was not really a good battle royale market. So they could get away with that. They could get away with having an unreleased product and being like, hey, we're making it better, but we're kind of creating a game to fill a hole that exists in the genre right now. But you can't just release a game in a crowded genre and say, hey, we expect players are going to stick around. You have to release a better product, a more complete product, something that is actually going to get people's attention and keep it. Dude, you guys remember, does anybody out there remember Culling 2? Oh my lord, if you have not heard of the Culling or the Culling 2, just go like Google it and go to like the, you know, PC Games Informer website. You know you're gonna find the article because it's gonna be like, you know, developers have already closed Culling 2 1 week after launch because they created a battle royale that was quote-unquote finished, that was completely bugged and just absolute garbage. It looked like an asset flip. It was the most generic battle royale shooter you could possibly imagine, and within a week after launch, it had like a player base of 3. I don't mean 3 million, don't mean 3,000, don't mean 300, I mean 3. Like, 3 people were online playing the game a week after launch. It was so utterly, incredibly, horrifyingly bad. It's like, you can't just release a garbage game, you know. You can't have your advertisements for the game being like, this is going to revolutionize the battle royale genre. The combat has been perfected to be as realistic as possible. And it's just like absolute garbage and trash and not fun to play. Like, nobody's going to stick around when there are better games to be playing. Oh my god, damn. There's still not really a good market for battle royale games. It's at least a lot healthier now than it was previously. You've got PUBG, Apex, you've had AAA studios trying to build games for the space. You have Call of Duty or Black Ops or one of those games had a battle royale that didn't really go anywhere, but at least they tried, and it was at least polished. It did what they wanted it to do. You know, PUBG is a lot better. Did I say Apex? You got Apex. You know, you have options. You have some game options there. BL4, that's what it was. Thematic, the only battle royale I play is Apex. How is Apex these days? I played it for a little while when it first came out, but it wasn't really my thing. Apex to me has a lot of... It does way too much fast-paced movement, I think, and that was always something that I didn't really enjoy about it. It's like, I'm shooting someone and they're like jumping around and running around. It's like, that's far too much motion. You know, it's far too much motion. I can't compensate for that if I'm trying to aim down sights at somebody. It's totally unrealistic, but at least with something like PUBG, I feel like you can be a little bit more tactical. You know, you can flank your enemy, and then they're not going to have just insane movement abilities. They can't just, like, teleport out of wherever you had them flanked and then, you know, be fine. If you have someone flanked, you have the advantage, and you should be able to press it. You should be able to take advantage of it. But in something like Apex, it's less about movement and positioning and more just about, can you just outshoot the other person, you know? And the answer is no, I cannot outshoot the other person. I can try to flank them, but I'm probably never going to be able to outshoot him. And I also hear that the esport scene for Apex is not that good. Damn, can't afford it. I was really hoping to be able to afford the... Oh, we can afford it. Yes. Now, do we want to do this or do we want to do Winchester's game? No, that was on the last floor. Let's buy the cigarettes then. Cigarettes are fun. We'll come down here and grab the old crest as well. But yeah, I hear that the esports scene for that is kind of just trash. If you want realism, why don't you play more Tarkov? You know, you got a very good point. It's not about, I guess it's not about the realism, it's about the enjoyment that you find from the game. For something like Apex, it can be fun, but I don't, crap, I accidentally took the old crest before I used cigarettes. That's fine, we'll just use it on the next floor. I just don't really see myself getting a lot of enjoyment from that type of a game. Battle Royales shouldn't have any esports because of how much luck is involved in the genre. I mean, that's the thing. Like, so I do follow a little bit of gaming news on occasion. I know that in a game like PUBG, they have what's called the red zone, which is a random location on the map that gets bombed. And if you're in that location, you have a chance of just dying to a bomb. And in tournaments and esports, they remove that because of the fact that it's so RNG based. And everyone complains about the red zone all the time. Well, shit. But they don't want to remove it because they think it's a good mechanic, but in tournaments it's disabled, so you know, you can't really say it's a good mechanic when in tournament play it's disabled. It's like, that's extreme RNG. You could be in a bad spot and then you just get red zone and you have to run through it and then you die. And then it's like, oh, well, you know, I guess the game decided that I should just die, and you don't really have a choice in the matter. Ugh. But I do understand that as well, that, you know, depending on where circles go, you know, one team can have an advantage to another team. But, you know, there's a bit of fun in that, and I think that it does actually make for quote-unquote emergent gameplay. You know, if someone is trying to make it into a safe circle, and they're behind and they have a disadvantage, maybe you're rooting for the underdog a little bit. Maybe you're like, come on, you can do it. And there can be some enjoyment in that, and having a bit of an off-balanced engagement. There's a word for it. Where one side has an advantage that the other side doesn't. Not offsides. That's a soccer rule. Sorry, football. So just a, you know, an engagement that one team has an advantage on. Maybe you're going to be rooting for the other team, and there's a little bit of emergent gameplay on that. It can be kind of interesting. Don't blow up the other one. I don't know where it is, but don't blow it up. There you go. The only real esport is StarCraft 2. I played Wings of Liberty, which I think was the first StarCraft 2 campaign, and then after that, I did not buy any of the other StarCraft 2s. But I read the plot synopsis on Wikipedia, so there you go. Dude, what run is this? What the hell is going on? We have nothing. We have the Disintegrator as our highest quality item, which is not that good. And then we have a bunch of brown level guns. Except I suppose the Colt is not brown. Colt is blue. Colt is... Yeah, it is a blue level gun, I believe. So I guess we got that going for us. But I'm using the frickin' Makarov as a room clearer on Chamber 2. After already doing the oubliette. Okay, give me a... You know? I was gonna say give me a new gun. Give me an item, give me something. Let's do it. I always like these rooms because of the fact that you get such random enemies. And you have to think on the fly about how to dodge them. It's super cool. I wish there were more opportunities for random engagements like this in Gungeon. Because, like, what are you gonna do? Who are you gonna prioritize first on a room? Like, what about this? Do you go for Book or do you go for Lead Maiden? Choose your enemy! Find Crisis Stone? What would happen with Crisis Stone? Camera. Okay, you know? It's a room clearing gun. Probably not going to be able to afford those. Let's just get the keys right now. Open up the chests. Okay, I mean, Payday Mask, we got a shotgunner. Now I actually feel like, you know, we have just a little bit more damage output. Free cigarettes. All right. I wasn't thinking about that, but I guess you're right. We don't have any gun that only has one bullet in the clip, though, so I'd have to waste a lot of ammo to make it happen, but, you know, could still be worth it. I'll take care of the turrets, man. And by that, I mean, I'm just gonna shoot. Does Crisis Stone work on starter weapon? I don't know why, but in the back of my head, I'm like, it doesn't work on the starter weapon. But now that you mention it, maybe it absolutely, totally does. I guess it would take a while. I would kind of hate it, but... I suppose we could get all the coolness we want. Also, hey, Tavis, hello, welcome. I saw your hello earlier, but I was in the middle of talking. Talking about random BS. Didn't want to stop. I'd love the opportunity to get more cigarette plays, but unfortunately we kind of have to keep this HP, I think. Oh, you still got me! I saw him exactly, and I still got hit by his frickin' bullet. I've done it before. What have I done before? Use starter gun? Or, oh man, gold amulet would have been really nice on the last floor. Use my starter gun or for a crisis stone, or keep talking when someone says hi, and then only respond to them after a minute. Because I've done both, probably. Dong dong. Dong dong. Dong dong. Oh, the bee got him! He was like 1 HP away from death and the bee killed him. Using my starter with the crisis stun. Alright, I'll believe you. I have no reason to distrust you except for all the times that you've lied. I kid. I'm gullible, I'd still trust you anyways, even if you had lied to me. Well, guess we're just gonna wait on that for a while. Do I have any table text? No, that was last run. You know, still really wish I had actually decided to grab the golden amulet. I still don't think we even had enough money for it, but the synergy gold amulet table tech blank is just too good to pass up. If you know you're gonna have the opportunity for it anyways. Dunk dunk, dunk dunk. Alright, let's keep moving on. Using grenade launcher as a room clearer. I suppose was this intentional when they buffed it to give it twice the ammo capacity? Actually, more than twice. It went from 25 to 60. But was this intentional to use it as a room clearing gun? Because I really feel like using it as a room clearing gun. I feel like I don't have anything else that I want to be using right now. I mean, that would solve my gun problems. Very easily that would solve my gun problems, but I don't think it's the answer. Definitely. Maybe they just wanted to give people more options or something, but... You know, previously I would have, at 25 ammo, I would have said, save it for your boss fights. But then they nerfed explosions, then they buffed the gun. Took like 2 hits of damage from enemies bouncing around, thanks to explosions. Like, maybe it is kind of an okay room clearing gun. It's free to use. Alright, let's get out of here. Don't have the ammo drop anymore. We used it for the Colts on a very early floor. I'm still happy with that decision. The Colt is a fantastic room clearing gun. It's actually just a fantastic gun. Like, it's just pretty darn good. Good damage, good rate of fire, kills things pretty quickly. Alright, we'll take ammo for grenade launcher. I suppose we'll open up some chests. Gun Knight armor, acceptable. We do need a little bit more HP, this kind of helps in that regard. Just gonna pop one armor immediately though, looking for a secret room. Open up this one, battery gun, acceptable. Let's fight the boss. And let's do it. Your phone charger cable's gotten to the point where you have to twist it for your phone to start charging. You should be careful with that. A friend of mine like nearly electrocuted themselves on a laptop charging cable. because it was like broken and frayed, and they just like taped it shut, and I think they touched it and it shocked them at one point, and they're like, okay, you know what, I'm gonna get a new one. You know, electricity is dangerous, you know, just be careful. Or if you are, you know, an engineeringly minded, you can try to fix it yourself. Just make sure it's unplugged first. I had to do that. Why is there a key out here? I had to do that. I had to fix my bike's blinker because it had stopped working. And I originally thought that maybe it was like a broken bulb or something, but then I noticed that if I just moved the wire a little bit, it would turn on again. So I took it apart, realized that one of the wires was just loose, and I just re-secured it, soldered it on, taped it shut. It's perfectly fine now. There's no extra HP, huh? Well, if there's no extra HP, let's get out of here. Xbox or PlayStation? Tavis, do you mean, what do I prefer? Xbox or PlayStation? As far as controllers go, Xbox. The hell? I'm like getting double flashes when I'm shooting a bee or something. I don't quite understand what's going on. This gun does not like bees. Let's take ammo for this. As far as which I prefer, I think there are more interesting games on PlayStation. A lot more cooler and unique things to be played. I think that the Xbox is a little bit more mainstream, and so that Microsoft tends to be a little bit safer with the type of releases that they support. They got a lot better with the indie game arcade marketplace back for the 360, I think, but I think there's a lot more unique titles for the PlayStation. Maybe I have no idea what I'm talking about, though, because I actually don't own an Xbox or a PlayStation, but hey. Oh well. Oh god. I thought the person behind me was an enemy, it was just my familiar that teleported to me. How rude. Okay. You like Xbox, but you only play Gungeon and Overwatch. Well, there's your problem. Yeah, I'm definitely getting double flashes sometimes with the bees coming out of camera. Makes it a little distracting, but it's not horrible yet. It does make it a little bit harder to actually know when I need to, pull the trigger. Oh god. I really don't like there being 3 mages. Wallmonger, highly likely. I say highly likely, but really what I mean is, plan for the worst, prepare for the best. Yes, I know that effectively means planning for 2 things, but that's kind of the point. Oh, it's back. A little bit of a gun problem there. It's never happened to me before, I swear. You stole a bee! Because I can't control the bees, damn it. Incredibly, incredibly rude game. House catches fire because of the cable. Me, it's fine, the charger still works. I'm gonna keep using it. This will be evidence number 1 in your insurance denial. You knew it was a problem and you did nothing about it. Therefore, we're not gonna pay you a goddamn thing. Yo, Crutch. I imagine this will affect the bees, even though it doesn't seem that important for it to, but hey, you know what? It's a cool passive. Very, very, very minor homing on everything. Except camera, because, you know, doesn't need it. Let's open up the chest. We get hammer. Hammer's acceptable. Let's, really quickly... I was gonna say, there's probably a secret room very close. For once, we can actually use the, cigarettes as well. This gun muncher. Let's fight the boss. We know who it's gonna be. Let's do it. Never mind. What'd I say? Plan for the worst, prepare for the best. There you go. I even had the grenade launcher on secondary weapon select, and I just didn't switch to it. Because I was in my head so sure that it was gonna be Wallmonger. It's like, nah, don't worry about it. Just use the disintegrator. Should've switched. Could've saved a blank. Not like it matters. Kill pillars are incredibly easy. Got him! Dino Caden, hello, welcome. How you doing? Yoink. Yoink. Got a little bit more action out of the cigarettes. Nice. So there's a cell creep. We have 83 bucks. I would like some more money because I would like to buy better things on the next floor. So we're gonna get rid of some garbage. 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 This is actually a pretty decent gun. I should probably use it, don't you think? Get rid of the junk. Get rid of the junk. I don't mind getting rid of cigarettes. We'll go a little low and then we'll dump them. There you go. You can have those. Colt. Running low on ammo. Everything else I think I want to keep, but I have 158 credits now. No keys. I will buy this key and I will open up this chest. Face melter. Well, if we have nothing else from this floor, we have a okay boss killing gun. Or a better boss killing gun. Better than what we had previously, I think. Disintegrator is just annoying with the charge up time, I think. And I'm gonna say screw the RNG department. We did it last run. I don't want to do it on this run. You can't make me, so I'm not going to. Remind you in 5 minutes to take your pizza out of the oven. I will do my best. Nobody say anything. I want to try to remember in 5 minutes. This is a test. I have never been more prepared for this test. And I'm not even going to bring it up because I don't want to just talk about it for 5 minutes and have that be the way I remember it. Quick, someone give me a topic of distraction. Here's a topic of distraction. I created a couple of new Twitch emotes that in theory will be approved, you know, within the next couple of days, hopefully, for people to enjoy. Did I actually create them? No, I of course just like took a game that I like, stripped assets from it, and then uploaded it hoping that nobody would notice. So let's just make sure that, you know, nobody says anything about it. Free use, there we go. Yo, it's another shop. It's the shop man who has what I want, but I can't afford because I have no keys. Dude, I hate not having keys. We did get a free key from the room. We do have a bit of coolness. Maybe this is where we kind of trade that coolness in for an item. And we're gonna trade all of the HP that we've lost due to cigarettes into opening up all the chests that we're gonna get on this floor. Because we're gonna get 4 chests on this floor at least right now. I really, really, really would like to be able to open them all and get that Mimic Tooth necklace. Even though it's a little late for it, you know, ideally you'd rather have it earlier. Because if you have it earlier, then every boss fight will give you a 1 or 2 bonus items. Well, I guess it's just 1 bonus item, isn't it? Because the pedestal still gives you the item that it had, and then if it's a mimic, it also gives you another item. Which is still pretty good. Getting a free item from a pedestal. Yeah. Just accept the damage on this room, basically. Whatever. Okay, don't accept those hits. One hit is acceptable, 2 hits is not. I saw a commercial for Abe's Plumbing today. Wouldn't be against having my Alexa have an Abe personality. Except, I'll be very over the top about it. It'll be like I have a New York personality, like, hey, fuck you! Abe, find me a restaurant near me. I want to have dinner tonight. Hey, why don't you just make food at home? What are you, lazy? I think a bullet came off of the arm at like a 90-degree angle and hit me directly. I kind of hate that. Let's get the hammer. Ah! Need better guns. And I can't spend the key, and there have been no other key drops. Wait, secret room? Key? Maybe? Not quite? There's 6 chests? Please give me some keys. I want keys. 1 key! 1 key opens up this entire floor for us. We get 6 chests out of it. Nah, you know what? No damage cap, you're getting disintegrated. I will take damage so I don't have to, you know, stop shooting this gun and charging it up again. We're gonna make all these dodges. Seven, actually. 7 chests. Yo, there are 7 chests? 1 key. 1 key is all I want on this floor. Come on, coolness. Pay out. Pay out. By the way, pizza time. See, when I'm focusing on something to 8 chests, when I'm focusing on something specifically to remember to prove a point, I'll remember that. I'm just gonna let him kill him, because I don't want to, you know, shoot him with bees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 chests, and I have 1 key. What? Coolness is too high for regular consumables. It's like in Isaac when you get Guppy's tail, you get a lot of chests, but you can't open them. What am I supposed to do? There are 8 chests, and I can't open any of them. Choose wisely. Yeah. You can only open 1 chest. Choose wisely. I hate it, because there's no chance that we get something that lets us get keys. The green chest could give us the Master of Unlocking, but we still have to do combat to get keys. So what the hell do? You got 8 chests and 1 key. Get a key from the dragon. If we had the dog, that would be possible, but without the dog, I don't think it's possible. Drill? That's brown. There's no brown chests on the floor, so I can't get the drill. There's only blue and green chests on the floor. What do we do? Microtransaction gun. That's red chest, which is not blue or green. What about blue and green? Are you misunderstanding here? We got 2 chests, blue and green. Open up the console and give myself a key. That's cheating. Wow, Disintegrator actually doesn't even do enough damage to do the heart in one phase. That's sad. That's actually sad. For this being an S tier gun that basically only has one purpose for killing bosses and it doesn't kill the boss in one phase. Even with the help of the gunman too. That's so bad. Blue chest for stealing items? Actually, that's a very good point. Do we have anything that lets us steal right now? Camera. Smile! Yoink! Maybe if you take their picture, they get blinded? They blinded me with cameras. No? Alright, well, you know what? That's a very good point. We'll open up a blue chest and see if we get something that lets us steal. Because, I'll be honest, what I was going to do is I was going to not open any chest, go down to the next floor, save the key, and be like, nah, these chests don't deserve to be opened. But I think it's actually pretty good idea to open up a blue chest to see what you get out of it. And at least we got loot bag. You know, we'll get another familiar, but... Matman gave me hexagon. Watch as I blow up a chest and it immediately gives me a key. You know, maybe we should have done that before we spent the key on the blue chest, but if you're hoping to get an item that lets you steal, you want to do that first before you blow up the chest. But now that we've gone down to 0 keys, we have a better chance of getting a key, so even if we get a key, that doesn't necessarily mean that we would have gotten the key if we didn't blow up the chest, and... 8 chests. 8 chests. I hate it. Yeah, watch as the last one gives me a key. I'm not gonna put it past the game. So far, so good? Question mark? Man, that was just like... I mean, it's both good luck and bad luck, isn't it? It's good luck because you get so many more drops. You get more consumables. Well, I mean, you don't really get more consumables. You get so many more chest drops anyways. But we just didn't have any keys. We had 1 key show up and that was it. If the shop had a key, that's all we need. I'll be honest, I kind of hate how the shop does not have a key. Bellow shop, the primary shopkeeper, floor 1 through floor including secret floors, always guaranteed a key. You go to the forge, you're on the, the last primary floor of the game, no guaranteed keys. Why? Why not? I want a key, give me a key. You blank man? Dude, now I really wish we had gold amulet, because we have a blank man familiar. Let's use machine pistol. Because why not, basically. My aim is not that good, though. That's what I'm hoping for the bees for. Come on. Oh my god, I got telefragged. Hoping for the bees to help me out. Please, bees! Whatever, take my money. Not like I can spend it anyways. Okay, maybe, you know, not take this much dumb damage. And thank God for my familiars, because, you know, without them, I don't know where this run would be. But also, why couldn't I get these guys when I had Battle Standard on the last run? I got Turkey and Dog as my familiars on the last run. They don't even benefit from the freaking Battle Standard. This run gives me familiars that do damage. And then, you know, nothing else. Oh, there's my key. Oh, thank God. We got the key, everybody. Whew. Now all we need is a chest drop. I don't know why I walked into him. All right, here come the red ones. Oh, God. Okay, he blinked it. Thank you, Blank Man. He saved me a lot of headache. Thanks for the pimp dinocade. And yes, everyone, hey, remember, September. Make sure you hit that sub button. Regular subs and gift subs half off. This promotion brought to you by Subway Sandwiches. Get your $5 footlong today. They still do $5 footlongs? I'm not lying about the Subway thing, though. It is sponsored by Subway, I think. Do they really need a three-way pun, though? Does it really need to be Subway, September, and subscriptions? That's too many puns. They're going a little bit overboard on the puns. Got him. Absolutely no $5 footlongs. Oh. Guess they just can't keep up with inflation. I could go for a $5 footlong though. Take it for this. You go, you go, you go. Turn him into a chicken. Alright, maybe not. One shot isn't enough to kill these guys? I guess that makes sense. You know, Hexagun. It's not the highest damaging gun in the game or anything like that. You know, we don't have the synergy that increases its damage output like threefold with the... Hey, it's another key! Thank you, game. We don't have the synergy that increases its damage output, the muscle relaxant synergy. I got hit because I dodged at a diagonal instead of in a straight line. Would have been better. You think the footlongs weren't a foot long, so they stopped. Thank you, Bound Hades, for the cheer. I do remember that, like, someone created a lawsuit against Subway because their footlongs weren't a foot long, they were like 11.2 inches. Which isn't because they designed it that way, it's just because, you know, when you bake the bread, or when you transport it, it like shrinks and grows a little bit. You know, it's not perfect. I have a complaint about that lawsuit, though. You know, what is the point of their lawsuit? The point of their lawsuit is that they want compensation because they thought that they thought that the sub was going to be a foot long, but it wasn't. It was like 11 plus something, right? Isn't that just close enough, though? Like, legally speaking, if it's close enough, isn't that still okay? Like, shouldn't the average consumer know that there's a possibility that the sandwich is not going to be exactly a foot long and that it's only an approximation? They're not like putting they're not putting a ruler up against each sandwich to make sure, you know? Because I remember a lawsuit against PepsiCo for vitamin water, and their argument for why something that's, you know, has like 30 grams of sugar in it shouldn't be called vitamin water is that no reasonable consumer should expect that a product called vitamin water is healthy. That was their actual legal argument, by the way, as to why they shouldn't have been sued. So, like, shouldn't this same logic appear to like, apply here? That no reasonable consumer should be expected to believe that it's exactly going to be a foot long with no variation whatsoever? I don't understand that. Also, fuck PepsiCo. For them and their vitamin water effing BS. I'm gonna, you know, reduce the language a little bit, but empty. I'm a Subway shill. Dude, I would totally be a Subway sellout. Subway shellout. There you go. Let's rock out with our guitars out. I'd totally be a Subway shill. Subway and SodaStream. I'll sell out to them and them alone. Yeah, rock out! Anyways, good run. He's dead. He's dead. You can stop shooting now, please. Good run as the Marine. Kind of hate that we had such like low quality guns for a lot of it, but at least we had enough ammo that we were able to keep using our guns for quite a while. And honestly, grenade launcher, surprisingly effective as a room clear. I guess I never really considered it as a room clearing gun before, but it actually does make sense because of the fact that it has more than double ammo capacity than what it had previously. I should be using it as a room clearing gun more often, I think. Good run. We did flawless all the bosses minus the Lich. Disintegrator, meh. Like, I really thought that the Disintegrator would be able to kill the dragon part in one phase with the extra damage output from our Payday familiar, but it didn't even come close. Well, I mean, I guess it did come close, but it didn't get there. Like, Phase Melter would be able to do that in one phase. Disintegrator can't. If anything, that tells me that I think the Disintegrator needs a bit of a buff because of its high charge time. Yeah. In any case, for those of you on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you've enjoyed it, subscribe for more, check me out on Twitch for when I go live, support me on Twitch, Patreon, and Streamlabs, and I hope to see you here again for the next run of Enter the Gungeon.